first, we're going into Heathendog's Tabletop Gaming Fundamentals for Part 2 of Stargate SG-1 RPG. Now, in Part 1, we went over all the classes, all this. You know what? Let's get into particulars first. The publication date, 2003. So this came out 15 years ago. All right? And you probably
Can I stop you for just a second? Did I miss something? Did we not have a winner, or did I miss it?
Oh. We didn't stop the thing. So
see, this is what happens when I throw you off track.
Pick a winner.
Yes!
Pick a winner. You ready to pick a winner? Who's a winner?
G-Ren!
G-Ren's a winner. G-Ren's a winner. Winner.
He gave us a game.
Temporal logic. It's not theoretical. It's not hypothetical. It's real.
All right, G-Ren. So either a whisper on here, or if you're on our Discord, shoot me a mailing address for you, and I will order you a Legion. You pick if you want a Garthon, a Heathendog, or a Legion Myth shirt.
That's going to be good for you because he lives in Scotland.
Hey, didn't our slide say American residents only?
No. No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did. But I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I'll do it.
All right. Sorry. All right. So good job, G-Ren. Hope you love your shirt, man. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, let's reset this. Bam.
There you go. I throw monkey wrenches in everything. It's my job.
You do. Okay. 15 years ago is when this game came out. It was produced by Alderac Entertainment Group, and the price. The PDF you can get from DriveThruRPG for $19.97. The hardcover used on Amazon is $52.87. Seriously? On eBay, the hardcover you can get for $34.95. If you want the game like this in pristine condition, as you see, there's no damage here, in pristine condition, then you can go on eBay and get it in new or very good condition for $135. You're not going to have to, because if you follow this channel, you get a chance to win it after my segment. So stay tuned for that. Now, let's see what we got here. Skills. I'm talking about skills. Last time I talked about the classes. I talked about the macro specialties, the macro species, and I talked about talked about statistics. Now I'm talking about skills, feats, and gear and resource picks. First is skills. There are two types of people in this world. There are those who are trained and those who are untrained. Well, if you're part of an SG team, you're trained. All right. Use your skills based on your class. It depends on how much skill points you get, obviously. I mean, if you're a scientist, you're going to get more skill points than a soldier. All right, that's just the way it is. Soldier, you get 4 plus your intelligence modifier times 4. That's your total skill points to start off with. Total. After that, you get 4 per level. Scientist, you get 8. Point man, you get 6. It's all the same multiply in the beginning, but you get 4 plus your intelligence modifier, 8 plus your intelligence modifier, and 6 plus your intelligence modifier every level after that, after first. First, you get a big jump because you're considered well-trained when you come into the SGC. Now, there's 2 different types of skills, class skills and cross-class skills. Class skills, it's easy. These are skills closely associated to the class you've chosen to be, so you get them at normal price. 1 skill point equals 1 rank in the skill. The max level of the skill is your level in that class plus 1. Or I'm sorry, the max rank is your level plus 3. I missed it.
So Heathendog, interject question here real quickly.
Shoot.
Just, you may have mentioned this last time and I don't remember, and then I'm bad.
Yep.
But this is based on essentially 3rd edition or 3.5 D&D, right?
It's based directly from Spycraft 2.0, which is based loosely on 3.5, loosely.
Okay, it sounds very similar. That's why I asked.
Yes, it's loosely based on 2.5, but almost entirely based on Spycraft 2.0. Now, cross-class skills are different. Hey, Ravenslayer, cross-class skills are different. They are skills outside of your class's area of expertise, so they cost more. You have to spend more time, so they cost more points. 1 point equals 1/2 rank. Now, I put an asterisk there because 1/2 rank does not mean you are skilled in it. There are skills that you can use trained and skills you can use even if you're untrained. First aid, you can use untrained. You see someone bleeding, you can try and plug the wound, even if you're an EMT or not. You can give it a shot. You're probably not going to do great, but you can give it a shot. Piloting an F-16. If you are untrained, you don't get to roll for that, man. No one's talking you through that. You're done.
What kind of life did you live? I do that every day. I've never been trained.
Stop it. So you have to get a full rank to be considered trained. So spending that point to get a half rank, it's good for the future. When you gain another level, another half point will get you that one rank, but right now it's worthless to you. And the maximum you can have in a cross-class skill is 1/2 of your level rounded up. So at level 1, if you want a cross-class skill, you can get it at rank 1. That's it. You can't get any higher. Can't. Because your level 1 divided by 2 is 0.5, rounded up is 1. That's it. Now, example skills, bluff. This is a short-term con. It's just like any other game. You bluff by a guard, bluff your way into a club, stuff like that. Or knowledge of particle physics. This is a, Major Carter type situation, or Colonel Carter, depending on where you are in the series. And diplomacy, you meet a new culture and you want to get off on the right foot, you have to roll diplomacy to, and if you, they do have skill synergies. Whereas in the last example where I gave you, if you have diplomacy of 5 and say xenocultures, which is a skill in SG-1, xenocultures of 5, they augment each other and you get a +2 synergy bonus to either roll, depending on which one is most relevant at the time. So it's good. Now, next, we have feats. Feats are the result of hard work or just natural talent that you have or you have gained through a long career. All right? There are combat feats, basic, melee, ranged, and unarmed. Covert feats, gear feats, skill feats, species feats, and style feats. Now, each of them affect the game in different ways. Obviously, combat feats affects... Max Liao says combat.
Huh?
Combat.
Oh,
yeah, there you go. Combat.
I'm trying not to interrupt you. I'm shaking here.
Okay. Covert feats are sneaking around. Gear feats let you take more equipment with you on missions through the gate. Skill feats enhance skills that you've bought previously.
Skills.
Very good. Species feats, if you are a non-human, which my character's human, so he doesn't get any of those. But species feats are species specific feats you get for being that. Like for being a Jaffa, you get the having a symbiote feat. You get it. You don't got to buy it. You just get it. And then there's the style feats. Style feats just set you apart from everyone else. They're more flavor than more than that they affect gameplay.
So would anybody actually ever use them?
A style feat? Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get into why in just a minute. Now, classes and prestige classes. All right. Classes and prestige classes both give you starting feats. When you start at character level 1, class level 1, you get all the feats of that first class. You can multi-class all you want after that. You don't get all their starting feats. No. Only the first time you regular class or the first time you prestige class. And you get a special class core ability. Each class, be it soldier, scientist, scout, explorer, they have a core special ability, which I grouped into feats because, well, you didn't buy it. I mean, it was just given to you because of your training. And I went over some of them in part 1, if you want to see part 1. Now, character level advancement gives you more feats. Now, well, you get 1 extra feat at 1, 3, at levels 1, character levels 1, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. Nowhere in the book does it state this. As a matter of fact, in 2 places in the book, it says, please look, if you wish to know the level advancement procedure, please look at the Spycraft 2.0 Player's Handbook.
Well, if you're serious about the game, you'll have Spycraft too.
It's one of these charts is all they needed. It's 488 pages of book. You could kill somebody with this book. This is a murder weapon. Look at this thing. This thing is huge. You couldn't fit one more table in there? Seriously. Don't worry. In the credits, and of course this guy will annotate later on, it'll have the link to the graph you need. And that's the only other thing you need to play this game. It'll give you the link to the graph. Or you can just look at this. and then you got it. Oh, and you get ability advancements, pretty much like a D&D. You get them at 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. All right, now we're gonna go to gear and resource. This is where it differs from Spycraft in quite a few ways, actually. Each class gets gear and resource picks. Now, gear picks and resource points, this is extra stuff you want to bring. Now, the SGC isn't going to send you through the wormhole with just nothing, all right? I mean, every team you see has weapons. They have a helmet. They have binoculars. They have walkie-talkies. They have canteens. They have backpacks. They have MREs. They have basic stuff. You're going to get basic stuff. And depending on your rank, you can bring even more stuff. But gear picks, you can bring extra stuff of your choice. Like you want, no, today I think I want to bring a bulletproof vest as well. Well, that's not in your sanctioned bundle, but you can use gear picks to get it. All right. Now, some feats can affect this. There is a feat called the gear feat, where you get 3 extra gear picks, and you can pick this feat 3 times to get up to 9 extra gear picks on the beginning of every mission. So you can be loaded up. I mean, I don't know how you could walk with all those RPGs hanging off you, but you can do it.
I got my own Melp.
Yeah. No, that's resource. That's a resource. Yeah,
Oh.
I get into that. Now, each class gets gear picks at a different rate. A soldier starts at 0. A scientist starts at 4. A point man starts at 2. Why do I keep my... I don't count. But gear and resources are extra things. You get mission bundles. Like I said, you get the mission bundle. You get what you need to... What the SGC thinks you need to do the mission. The gear and resource stuff is stuff that you choose yourself. Now, the difference between gear and resources, gear is stuff that you can readily bring along yourself. Like, I want to bring an extra gun, or I want to bring an extra grenade. You know, I want to bring a flak jacket. I want to bring steel-toed boots. You should have those anyway, but okay, fine. A resource pick is something different. I want to bring a Malp. I want to bring a UAV. I want to bring a Zat gun. I want to bring a staff weapon. I want to borrow that death glider for a minute. That takes resource points. And you don't get those, well, you do get those, but in very small quantities. Only very high level characters have enough resource points to say, you know what, I want to requisition a death glider, and they'll say, okay, we can
You should rename that to Chutzpah.
There you go. That could be it. Now, you get more basic gear the higher rank you are. Okay, and your gear, I mean, your rank is based on your gear picks. Like I said, point man starts with 2. When your class gives you 4 gear picks, not now this the feat gear pick doesn't affect this. It's your class given gear picks. Reaches 4, you get a rank up. Your military rank, you gain rank. When it reaches 8, you get another rank up. That's important. That becomes important later on. Now, example gear picks. I don't want regular ammo. I want armor piercing ammo, or I want high explosive ammo. You could use your gear picks for that. You want body armor. Well, you get a helmet. Well, I want body armor too. All right, you can use a gear pick. Get body armor. Or if you really want that rocket propelled grenade launcher and you have enough gear picks, that's a lot. If you have enough gear picks, you can get that rocket propelled grenade launcher. Fine. Okay. Great. Now, building a character. I'm going to build a character for you. I'm going to go through the whole steps. Statistics, rolling. I'm going to go through races.
This is awesome.
Yeah, there you go. It's going to be awesome. We'll go through going through the races, the normal and optional races, macro specialties, macro species, class, skills, and feats. Actually, feats should be first because skills should come last. And they do in the slides, don't worry. Now, first we're going to go to rolling statistics. And what did I get? Well, at first, I did not luck out at first. As you can see, my first attempt at rolling an SG team member went poorly. And normally, in an RPG, I would push through. I would push through this, okay? I would try and make this work. But I don't see anyone recruiting me into the Stargate program with a strength of 3, a dex of 7, and an intelligence of 5.
Everybody needs a jester.
Everybody needs a jester, but I truly don't believe I could be in the military with these stats. I don't think I would pass even the Air Force deadlift standard, which was stupid low.
As a side note, I only had to lift 10 pounds to have the job I have right now, so maybe you could have.
I don't know. I don't want to. I don't. You know, I'm afraid to look at what 3 is. I'm afraid to look. But okay. So I re-rolled the bad ones, and I got 13, 13, 9. And now I chose as my macro specialty, Air Force officer. Now, as one of the benefits, you'll see in my next slide. One of them is you get a +2 intelligence, but a -2 to another stat. So I chose a +2 to obviously to intelligence and a -2 to my strength. So these are my, on the right, these are my end stats. And these I consider awesome. These are absolutely workable. 13, 12, and 13, all 3 of those give +1 modifier, and the 17 gives a +3. I can definitely work with this. And I did. Okay, race. I'm working at first season SG-1. That's where I'm building my character. So human was the only choice. The only Jaffa is Teal'c, and there are no other Jaffa. And there are no Ori, there are no Asgard, there are no Tok'ra, there nobody there. No.
Well, I don't want to hear about this game anymore than if I can't be an Asgard.
Well, you can be, but in the game I'm building this character for, it's season 1 SG-1, so there aren't any yet. And with the macro specialty Air Force, I get the +2 intelligence, -2, and I chose strength, -2 to any stat. I chose the strength, and 2 cross-class skills of your choice. After you choose your class, get to be class skills. So that's good. And pilot is always a class skill. You can just check that right now. If you remember, you still have to have a point in it to use it. It's not usable untrained, but when you do, you'll pay regular price for it. And inside the Air Force, I chose to be an Air Force officer, which means I get a +1 specialty bonus to pilot skill and bureaucracy skill. And I start as a major, but my first level bonus feat, I chose promotion. It's a style feat, so I choose promotion.
So I'm going to interrupt for a moment here. What did Captain Carter do wrong when she started as a captain?
She started at Area 51, I believe. She started at Area 51, and she was transferred to the SGC. She wasn't recruited by anyone cool. She was just there because she knew about the gate. Yeah, I don't know why. She just
okay.
Maybe she had an improper relationship. I don't know what happened to her, but every player character in this game starts off 3 ranks above minimum rank, always, except for this guy. See that in a minute. All right, now class. I wanted to go on the officer track. All right, I wanted it. All right, so I decided I wanted to be a point man. Point man starts off with good combat ability, much better than the scientist or the explorer, but not as good as the soldier or the sniper. But still, better than average combat ability right off the bat, and has a synergy with officer class because their core ability is to help other people succeed in their roles, to give bonuses to other people's roles if you can see them or talk to them through the radio. It's great. It really, really synergizes with the officer. Now, and they start with 2 gear picks, which with having any combat ability is excellent because you can be a scientist and have 4 gear picks, but your combat and survivability just suck. I don't want that. I don't want to be shot. I want to be team leader, and the team leader has to be in a firefight, has to cover the scientist. But I love my gear picks, so I chose point man. Now, the officer prestige requirements, what I'm going for in the future. This prestige class. Now remember, prestige classes are optional. All right? But in my game, guess what? Haha, they're there. So you have to be at least character level 5, total levels of 5 or more. You have to have a charisma at least 13, a bureaucracy rank of at least 4, a diplomacy rank of at least 8, and intimidate of at least 4, and the feats hardcore and persuasive. I'm on track to make those by level 6, and I will be a full bird colonel by level 4. Why?
And now you know why the military is going to hell in a handbasket.
Why? Because your rank is based on your gear picks, and everyone starts off as a major. All right? I took the feat promotion. You immediately gain 1 rank. I went from major to lieutenant colonel right away. By the time I get to level 4, I will have 4 gear picks, and that means I will immediately raise a rank again to colonel. But as a point man, as the first level of any class, like I said, you get all of their class feats immediately. And as a point man, I got armor proficiency light medium, weapon groups melee, handgun, and rifle. All right? And my level 1 feat, obviously, promotion. Why promotion? Well, yeah, I wanted the money, basically. I wanted the money. I could have, if I took hardcore or persuasive instead of promotion, I could have cross-class 1 level earlier into officer, then have to wait until 6th level, and then my 7th level be the 1st level officer class. But I wanted the 6th level point man ability, which is 2 more cross-class skills become class skills. So that's 2 more skills I don't have to pay double price for. That makes me a much more well-rounded character. And like I said, I was going for team leader, so that's what I was doing. A Heathendog employs proactive promotion seeking. That's exactly right.
Oh, you missed the rest of that conversation.
Oh, okay. oh, improper relationship. Oh, that's not.
Well, you may as well answer Duncan Idaho's question as well.
Okay, with the unit's goat mascot, what?
So, first of all, we were talking about decoys. They give you a brightly colored hat.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was the first character before I re-rolled, right? Yeah, that was the decoy. Yeah, okay, I get it.
Sorry, I'm trying not to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Bouncing right now.
All right, now, skills. This is what I chose. Bluff. Now, leader skills and combat skills. Like I said, he's made to be the team leader. Okay, he's probably going to be the higher rank because other people are like, you took promotion? What are you, stupid? No, man, I got a plan. But he's made to be the team leader. So I took bluff, bureaucracy, diplomacy, intimidate. Now, intimidate has 2 attributes that can modify it, either strength or charisma. Well, you can probably guess how I'm going to intimidate people having a +3 modifier to charisma. No, probably not that.
Oh.
I'm not going to Hulk out him. I took pilot 1 because you know what? If I get a specialty bonus in it, dang it, I'm going to be trained in it. Sense motive and computers. You don't need computers. Computers you can use untrained, but I don't like failing simple computer crap in games. It's stupid. Like, oh, I'm going to look up my email. No, you failed to type in your password 3 times. You're locked out. Are you kidding me?
Okay, wait. The computer people that I work with do that.
Yeah, well, guess what? They have 0 ranks in computer then. And as combat skills, because, again, I want to be team leader. I have to be able to support my team. But as a point man, I have to be in front. So I took hide, listen, move silently, search, spot, and survival. Keep my team alive, keep them from being ambushed, keep them hidden from the enemy, and first aid in case they are, well, hurt. I wanted to be able to be a little better than just I'll apply pressure to the wound and cross my fingers, then untrained. Now, all of the parentheticals refer to my slide that I made with the character sheet filled in. I forgot the specialization bonus for bureaucracy, and I forgot the specialization bonus for pilot. So it's wrong, but it's wrong not in my favor. All right, so let's take a look at it, and I will even embiggen it. There we go. Now, even now, you still may not be able to read everything. But this is what a character sheet looks like. Now, the important thing, the reason I put the character sheet on here is because of page 2. Page 2 clearly shows all your operational gear and personal belongings. But on the top right, it gives you a list of all the possible combat actions that anyone can do in the game. All right? This frees up the GM so much time explaining all your combat option. Diving for cover, that's covered in here. Suppressing fire, covered in here. Burst fire, covered in here. Aiming, covered in here. Partial cover, 3/4 cover, half cover, full cover, all of that is covered. Movement action, splitting movement, charging, all of that is on each player's character sheet. So they don't have to keep bugging the GM. They can just look, okay, I want to do this, this, and this, and this is what it does. Great. I usually have to make character sheets that have that stuff on it. But this one has it natural. Now, what are we going to do today? We're going to giveaway again. That's right. We're going to do another giveaway. And we're going to do this right now. You're going to type in exclamation point. Not yet. Not yet. Wait till it opens. Wait till it opens. It's not open yet. Exclamation.
So while you're doing that SG-1. And trying to figure out what you're going to type. Oh, it's going to be that.
SG-1. Bam. There it is. It's open. If you want to win this game, you follow the channel. You follow the channel. You wait 3 seconds. And then you type in exclamation point SG-1 to enter. And you will get a free PDF version of this book. Now, while that's happening, Max Dow said he had a question.
Well, I have 2 things. First of all, Baldahar, quit trying to set me up because I'm going to say something stupid, and I know. Secondly, one of the things you talked about last week, and I remember you talked to me, or 2 weeks ago, you talked to me about a long time ago because we were talking about a different game, is the whole notion of how this game handles, was it stamina and basically SDC and MDC?
Vitality and wounds.
Okay, so vitality and wounds.
Yes.
Where the vitality side of it is more you're tired. You weren't actually hit by a bullet, but in order to not be hit by a bullet, it took this much like exhaustion from you.
Right. See, the idea behind vitality and wounds instead of just straight up hit points is that if someone hits you and with an M16 and they roll max damage, in the real world, you died. You just died. Even if they hit you in the shoulder, your arm is blown off. You're done. So to get around that, what they did now, just like Max Dow said, Palladium got there decades first with the idea of SDC and hit points. But the idea behind vitality and wound points, your wound points are your constitution, and it almost never changes. Feats can change it, circumstance can change it, but it doesn't go up with your level. Your vitality goes up with your level. Now, your vitality is the measure of physical and mental stamina you have left. The difference between a 17th level character and a 1st level character getting hit with an RPG is drastic. The reason being is because a 17th level character has, say, 90 vitality, and a 1st level character has, say, 10.
So it's more of an intuition, sees it coming quicker.
Yes. Okay. It's reaction time, intuition, state of mind, to be able to instinctively hide for jump for cover, or duck, or dodge, or dive, or weave, or duck, or whatever. And that burns away your vitality. Once your vitality is burned away, you're physically or mentally exhausted. That next hit actually hit you. Until that point, you were not really hit. Now you're really physically wounded. So in this game, contact poisons or injectable poisons, you have to burn through the person's vitality or sneak up on them from behind, because there are times where damage goes directly to wounds. If you're unconscious, if you're incapacitated, if you're caught completely by surprise, any damage goes completely to wounds. So
now Raven's Lair just discovered how to double his vitality points.
Throw that red shirt in front of me. Yep, that gives you, actually no, that doubles your damage resistance. He's a bullet absorber. So that's how that works.
Now the thing about Palladium, and this is an argument, but just to show that there's a nuanced difference there, and I actually like this system for SG-1 a little better, is in Palladium, if you suffer with, I think it's like 80% of your hit point damage, you can actually suffer things like psychoses, permanent damage, even though it didn't go into full hit points. Yeah. Yes. It's almost guaranteed if it goes into hit points.
That is optional, though. That is an optional rule. In the Palladium, the original Palladium game, it is an optional rule, but you know,
I haven't played so long. I couldn't.
Yeah, just like a lot of the stuff in TMNT, a lot of the really bad stuff in TMNT is an optional rule, but you use them all the time, and I use them all the time in Palladium games as well.
Arms and equipment guy, man, that turns a game from hit points and to just death.
You're just dead. Exactly right. All right, let's see how this giveaway is going. All right.
Remember, guys, more followers, subscribers, bits, donations, and so forth equals more prizes.
Exactly. We got right now 0 subscribers. When that hits 5 subscribers, we immediately have a $20 giveaway.
Did you
Immediately.
mention to them the awesomeness of being a not Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime?
Oh, that's right. If you have Amazon Prime already, and you link your Twitch account, you get to sub a channel a month for free. So, if you have Amazon Prime, link your Twitch account to it and give us a sub. I'll ding this counter up. When this counter goes to 5, all subs get in the giveaway to get a free game.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets to 10, they get another free game. When it gets to 25,
show off Baldahar.
Show off. When it gets to 25, they get to try and get the video card. Yay! So far, no one has come up. I mean, if you want a chance at this, we don't have a lot of subscribers. We're a pretty small channel. So even if you call your friends right now, tell them to get on Twitch and pop down their free Twitch Prime subscription to get this thing to 5, odds are you're probably going to win. So there you go. So let's see what happened with this giveaway. Who won this one?
Ooh, entries have stopped. Ooh, Duncan
Idaho.
Idaho.
Duncan Idaho wins a free copy of Stargate SG-1 PDF from Drive-Thru RPG.
Everybody type in hacks now because we know he did.
Okay. Yep, everyone do it. Yay. Yay.
Congrats, Duncan Idaho.
Congratulations. Okay, now. That's all I got for my tabletop gaming fundamentals for SG-1. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Did I forget something? Hey, don't forget to watch part 1 before you say I forgot something.
Universal laws for lackeys.
Thank you, Bala.
Context.
At least somebody listens to me.
Kings.
That's right. That's right, Duncan. Context is for kings. Oh, Max Leal can't hear that. But that's Duncan Idaho's personal SFX. Anyway, yeah, go ahead and throw it in chat, or if you watch this on YouTube, throw it in the comments, and I will have discourse with you. Unless you're an obvious troll, then I'll tell you to go back under your bridge. Okay, now don't miss an episode, especially now following. I am not below saying, hey, I am Twitter. Text your friends right now. Tell them to get on Twitch. Follow, tell them to get their Amazon Prime subscription, to go ahead and bam, subscribe, because when this counter hits 5, giveaway happens. Counter hits 10, giveaway happens. Counter hits 25, the big giveaway happens.
And there's definitely still time. We have 2 full segments left.
Yes, we got time. We got time. And of course, if you watch this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and click the notification button so you know when new stuff drops. Raven's Lair said he just gave us one. It should have had an alert.
I thought he was already a subscriber.
Yeah, you were already a subscriber. Yeah, you were.
He was on the list.
Yeah, he was on the list already. You were already a subscriber. We're talking on this stream.
Yeah, sorry, Ravens there, but we do appreciate it because you did give us.
Yes, and for the subscriber only giveaway, on the guaranteed subscriber only giveaway in this episode, you get to go in. You get to get in because you're already a subscriber, so you get to get in on that. $40 Steam game, you get it. You can get it for free. All right. Let's move on. You can see all of my other segments, Heathendog, anime and RPG segments on YouTube. And my team-ups on Twitch and YouTube with Garthon, Neverwinter, and Star Trek Online. All of my past streams. And, of course, my Monday stream, Soma, where I am Simon, who had his brain scanned and then woke up in the machine body 200 years in the future when the Earth was destroyed by natural catastrophe. And
so you're playing yourself?
Yeah, basically that. Yeah, it's a game that proves rich eccentric people's theory that we are already living in a matrix.
Oh,
there you go.